As the House remains at a standstill, unable to elect a new speaker, it presents a problem for D.C. government. D.C. News Now's Katie Reed is live with us at the Capitol as lawmakers are heading into their 10th vote for House Speaker. Katie, what does this all mean?
Good evening. Now, the district, it's in a pretty tough place. Now, since D.C. is not its own state, they can't approve any of their own legislation. And anything passed has to go through Congress that still remains without a speaker.
They just need to get it together so that we can go about our business, because this impacts real people.
As the House enters yet another day of deliberation, time is running out for over 50 pieces of legislation that have already received approval by D.C. Council. And another 43 will be added to that pile once they're returned from the mayor.
If they don't get their leadership together and start the clock on this congressional period, then we'll have to start introducing emergency legislation just to keep our bills in the queue. And these include things like eviction prevention. They include things like benefits for children in foster care, voting rights for immigrant residents.
D.C. Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton told me that if the district was a state, local leaders would no longer need to wait for congressional review of their legislation, and says enough is enough.
Every jurisdiction is affected, but none more so than the District of Columbia. Statehood would be helpful, but I don't think statehood would get us through, because if we were the 51st state, we would be affected just like every other state in the Union, waiting for the House to proceed.
Now, because of a 30-day legislative period that every bill that's passed by council has to go into Congress, it could take up to 2 to 3 months to actually get those bills passed into law. Now, it's only a matter of time before council has to turn to emergency legislation. At the Capitol, Katie Reed, D.C. News Now.